And I just realized that we're going to have a learning curve and a lot of excitement coming up, hopefully soon, with elections and council members on alien worlds. And I thought, well, at the very least, I know that I don't really have a say in how that process is going to go. We're going to work within the alien world's, voting system. But this governance system over here, Go Fractally, could really support that. So how it could support it is, what is it? Well, it's kind of a end of the week, 1 hour meeting. So if I was a council members and there's, a bunch of us on, counselors on Magar, we could use this as a tool just to report back to our community of how we came to consensus, right? Or the community could use this to signal to the counselors of what they've come to consensus with, of what they feel is important. And the side effects are just getting people together out of the current Telegram and Discord. You're proving you're real, right? So if I'm going to be electing someone to a planet, I want to see how they deal with people, right? They're going up and saying, hey, I can work with a couple other people, listen to the planet, grow the planet's resources so that everyone wins, right? So putting a little bit more story and a face and the emotions behind it, because I've seen some great passionate people over the last 20 weeks in Go Fractally, but then I've seen when they get emotional. I've seen if they can handle stress. I can see, do they always just promote themselves? It's just about them? Are they there for the community? So these little kind of 3-minute introductions, then everyone goes into a room to come to consensus and we rank each other on who we feel as a group, as a community, contributed the most in the last week. So this is not, I promise to do something in the future. This isn't just, words. This is, hey, I'm going to tell you what I did last week. Maybe I'll post a little report. And the group doesn't have enough time to go validate all that. This meeting happens within an hour. So it's never going to be exactly accurate, but at least you get to meet these people. And over time, you can see if these people are coming through. If I'm in a meeting and someone said the same thing every time, I can then go look at it. And over time, this ranking system and kind of respect that we're giving people kind of levels out. So I just see it as a new tool. It is brand new. And the exciting thing about this tool is that the Go Fractally blockchain, the only way you can get tokens out of that chain is by participating in this system. So once again, we're an early adopter. We've started our own fractal for alien worlds every Thursday at 1600 UTC. When you come, you're going to leave with some rewards. It is valuable just to show up, even if you didn't have a report or didn't do anything for the last week, just to practice this process. And over time, you're gaining, fractal tokens. We're gamifying it as well on the wax side. We're giving a bunch of NFTs out. We're doing fun stuff by backing NFTs with Trillium. We're doing some blending, so some really fun stuff. But I just see that this was the perfect time to have another tool to teach people about governance in alien worlds, bring people together, and then also that little bit of excitement of being in something new before it's launched, right? So like any chain, the early adopters do get more than the later adopters. So kind of mining consensus seems like a system we can all do, right? Not all of us can get into crypto early because we don't have the bucks or the right knowledge, or maybe the limitation of just trading crypto and dropping, selling your bag on someone else, didn't seem as equitable as, a group of people can just work together and get rewarded. Kind of sounds right up my alley. So yeah. And then I see that there's all these communities, right? I'm part of the Kinder Miner communities in alien worlds. All these communities can be a group or a team of Fractally. And every time you go to the main meeting, any fractals you get, your team's rewarded as well. So we have a lot of different communities that, we could have a nice frenemy kind of war of coming to consensus with our own group. And there's some value in having multiple groups. And it gets a little bit deep into the gamification. I'd just suggest anyone go to the gofractally.com site to see their white paper of all the things they're doing to increase the value of those groups, whether it's liquidity pairs and all this other stuff. But at its root, it's Dan Larimer's next experiment based on More Equal Animals, his book, about how we really need as humans to come to consensus. We see a lot of problems in the world, and we forget that we hold the power.